This is Pastor Rick. I'm glad you're with us today. Today, we're going to talk about asking. It's one of my favorite topics because I like to ask God for things. I found that God's not opposed to that. And if you're real about it, you like to ask for things too. Now, there are some people who try to make you feel guilty. They make you think that you shouldn't ask for things. You should just kind of accept what you have. But Matthew chapter 7, verse 7 says, "Ask and it shall be given to you." Now, that's important. Then he says you should also seek and you will find, and knock and the door shall be opened unto you. It's a very strong verse, and it's a very encouraging verse because it gives you this real sense that you're dealing with a God who cares about you. Jesus says this, and he wants everyone to be clear. God has no problem with you wanting things. As a matter of fact, I think that's what hurts some people. They have no ambition. They have no desire to achieve in life. They have no desire to do anything. And so Jesus says, I want you to feel free to ask. I want you to think it's okay, and I want you to be bothered. Now, here's a couple of keys, though. Ask with a clear sense of what you're asking for. Don't just ask. And when you seek, make sure you know what you're seeking for. And when you knock, make sure you know what you're knocking for. The best place to look at this is in the context of dating. Have you ever dated anybody and you asked for them? You sought them out, you knocked on their life door, and they said yes. And then you wanted to stop knocking on their doors, stop talking to them. It was amazing. You thought to yourself, I have the wrong person. Well, because sometimes what you asked for, you didn't fully understand. And that's one of the things that Jesus said in another text. He said, to the disciples, you know not what you ask for. I think it's really important when you go to God that you open your heart and say, Father, when I ask you, I don't always know what I'm asking for. Be real about it. Be honest. I think this is the best thing for me. When you're seeking something, sometimes you're seeking for wealth or prosperity in an area, and it's really not the best place. Some people sought, for example, the ministry. It's the wrong thing for people who don't like people. It's the wrong calling for people who don't like administration. You think it's just preaching. You're seeking the wrong job. You're seeking a career in singing, and you sing okay, but you're not going to become the next hit star. And facing those things could be important. Being the kind of person who knocks with an open heart and says, God, I want you to guide me. You bring your request to God, you bring your desire to God, and you let Him bless you in your asking. So I ask, I seek, I knock, but I also pray. Let me pray for you. Father, I pray for those today who have a desire to do something great, who want something in their life. They're asking, but they're not open. I pray they'd be open in their asking and say, God, show me how to ask, and may the right people be in their lives. My name is Pastor Rick. I'll see you next time. You stay focused, you stay encouraged. Bye-bye. God bless. Keep asking.